Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In today's episode, the first thing we're going to do, you'll notice we're right near this big beastie over here. I don't know if he's going to show up unless I walk over there. And I don't particularly want to walk over there directly. If I can, I want to sneak around the back way to see if I can get some quality attacks on him without having to actually attack him. Case in point. If we take both of our guys up here and sneak them. I believe I can make it over here somehow. Let's see if I can jump. I can indeed jump up to here. Teleport up here. And now, we can get a big look at the big Harbinger of Doom. It's literally called the Harbinger of Doom. And there's a bunch of Magister pricks down here, but the hope is that should hit it, theoretically. Because you can see the trail of motion is actually being blocked by the thing, so it should hit it. Indeed. Oof. This is why it's dangerous, by the way. Look at the amount of damage it's doing to me right now. That's insane. So... Whew, I should have got, some shit back. Let's teleport this prick just away, because I don't want to fight him. I now need to do as much damage as humanly possible. Let's check its actual resistances. Fire, water, and poison. Good to know. So electricity damage should do a fair amount. That actually entered those guys into combat. That's kind of funny. But I got rid of all its magic armor, so I think we're going to be better. So many dudes. But I think Loisa should be able to do a fair amount of damage to a lot of them. Because they're all grouping up apart from anything else, which is ridiculous. I don't know why he did that. Huh. Well, first things first, let's blast the red print so we can get rid of this goddamn curse. And puts him on Holy Fire, which will make him heal. Good start. Next we want to rain here. Which will stun him. Which is huge. I don't understand how big that is. We're going to have to use 1 AP to move. And then Chain Lightning. Stunning him was outstanding, by the way. He's still technically on lower ground than us, so we're still getting bonus damage here, so this is worth it, I believe. Makes him shocked. I'm gonna rain again, because that will make him stunned. Perfect. Global Cooling hits a bunch of them. Perfect. Lightning damage. Water damage. Whew. I don't know what these fuckers are doing. Also, I'm not sure if these... because these are like zombies, essentially. So I don't know whether or not killing the big boss will... I don't think being hasted makes a difference because he's stunned. That's good. Whew. Cool. So the main dude is dead. Now we just have these guys, and I'm far less worried about these guys. Alright, they're both frozen. Let's grab some more armor just in case. You'll notice we're no longer fucked up, which is always nice. Do some damage over here. I think we're pretty much safe now at this point. Like, these guys are nothing comparatively. They're level 14, and they're just not even a challenge comparatively. I'm gonna end turn. Let's jump to here. And do superconductor. It'll do 222. I need to do all three to kill him. But we can now do some damage here with a fireball. If I can get the fireball aimed well enough. I can't. So instead, let's do a worm tremor. So Laura's fine. I think he's going to be out healing the damage there. That one's dead. I'm in webbed, but I don't really care because I can take this guy out really easily. Harbinger of Doom. Let's loot that for a bunch of shit. And we then want to loot all these guys too.
Our shield has gone mad.
I didn't do damage to. Let's jump over here for now. Alright, so now, let's do Spirit Vision just in case. Seemingly nothing interesting with Spirit Vision, so let's eat some corpses. Closer, you can do the same. Eat the Harbinger of Doom, because why not? Turned into a big pile of bones. And once the same, take this one out. This pile of goo is invalid. This one is not. Cool, and then you can jump back over to here and eat this corpse, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So, we're gonna have to run through some webbing, which kind of sucks. Can I wash webs away, or do I have to burn them away? Let's try doing rain, because if that gets rid of the webs, great. It does wash away the webs. Cool. There's a chest here, which I don't think I've ever found, ever. Cool. There's a dude up here. There's a bunch of dead magisters around here that I don't really care about, if I'm being perfectly frank. Once again, oh. I'm over encumbered again. Here. Bone cage can go into the books. Rune frame is fine. I should really combine this with a resurrection scroll. Don't know why I hadn't. Perfect. Whoop. Alright, cool. So now we should be able to head back to Almira, who I believe is in this house just over here. Because all she wanted us to do was kill that beastie. Well, what she wanted us to do was get rid of the weird infection around the area. Which we accomplished. Perfect. Oh, Almira, I have fixed your problem.
Well, have you found the cause of this aura? This shroud?
Say that you've killed the creature responsible for the decay in the region.
She slinks forward until her face is mere inches from your own.
I owe you a debt. But I already know what you desire. And I intend to pay in full. Right now. Tell me, do you know exactly what I am?
I like the fact that the Red Prince knows this. It makes a lot of sense. Nod and say you know a succubus when you see one.
Excellent eye, my dear. You are correct. I am indeed a succubus. Love is my power. It enthralls those who lie with me and feeds me yet more power. My source abilities are linked to this aspect of me, and it is through this aspect that I must reward you.
You realize that her hand is caressing your arm. She gazes at you intently. Her eyes are oceans of violet. You could drown in them.
You have my word, though. I will not use my powers to make you my thrall. Just as I hope you won't use what I show you to become some sort of tyrant.
Fair enough. Red Prince, accept. You know what pleasure awaits. You long to taste them again.
She grins devilishly and pulls you close.
Let's see what you're made of.
She kisses you. She defines. Suddenly she's all blinding light and come hither, heat. You enter her heat, thrust upon thrust, until she scalds, and with a scream, her nails digging for blood, all becomes an echo of the primal soul, a burst of overwhelming white. Slowly the heat abates as she releases you with a kiss. Your vision swims back into view, Almira observing you with a knowing smile.
My. That was intense, wasn't it? Truth be told, there was nothing really left to teach you, but I felt it would be rude to stop once we got going. You were ever so satisfying, though. Please, accept this little token of appreciation for your effort.
So, if you didn't already have 3 source points, that would have given you a source point. It's actually one of the least consequential source points you can get access to. It was the one I was planning on taking, but I kind of was with the whole elf thing, and Sahelia's like, oh, feel the earth, and I decided to do it anyway. But in general, I would suggest doing this one if you don't want any consequences, but honestly, consequences are more interesting. That's why I chose not to do it. Is there anything I want from you before we leave? I don't think so. So let's get out of that for now.
Once you've caught your breath, I actually have another little request for you.
You're out.
You have helped me to escape immediate danger, but I remain a fugitive from my old life and the promises I made to it. The Black Ring swear allegiance to a powerful being, the God King. This is not a mere oath of duty, this is the Covenant. And those who accept it are bound to the God King. They are sworn. I am sworn.
Interesting.
You have to understand, Lucian's death fog broke us. We were left defeated, leaderless. And then the God King started to speak to us. He offered victory, immortality, anything we desired in exchange for loyalty. How could we refuse?
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's interesting. I thought the Black Ring were always under the sway of the God King, but they weren't until Lucian used the Death Fog. That's interesting. That's actually a bit of lore that I was unaware of. So the Black Ring are essentially sorceress terrorists. They're sorcerers and they are like a resistance group against the Dark Order, sort of. I wouldn't even necessarily say they're a resistance against the Divine Order. They're just... They want a magocracy. They think that sorcerers should be the ones to rule because they're the most powerful, therefore they should have... They have the power, therefore they should use the power to rule, is essentially the idea of a Black Ring. I thought they were always under the sway of the God King, but that's actually not until after they got wiped out by the Death Fog. That's intriguing.
Once you are sworn, there is no escape. Your life is the God King's. Fail or betray him, and you are doomed. Unless you find a way to break the Covenant. That is where you come in, my dear.
Awesome.
I discovered the existence of ancient implements called Sworn Breakers. They are rumored to be able to break any magical pact, including the Covenant.
Yep.
And while enslaved by the Magisters, I noticed a tablet in their excavation site in the Black Pits. It bore markings that looked very similar to how these Sworn Breakers were described to me.
I still have that tablet because I killed Riker.
She smiles, fixing those violet eyes upon you once again.
Will you retrieve it for me?
Tell her to explain just who this God King is.
He is a god for the godless. A beacon for those who have no place in this world. He seeks to cast down the world of the Seven and build a new world with the Sworn at his side.
Interesting.
The Black Ring flocked to him after Lucian unleashed his death fog. The undead stand by him because he offers them a return to life. I don't know why the Voidwoken flock to him.
Interesting.
But I want to be with Mahali. That is why the God King and I must part ways. That is why I need a Sworn Breaker.
Say that you have the tablet she seeks and hand it over. This is the one that Riker sent us to go get, by the way. So presumably he was trying to break himself from a pact that he was engaged with, probably with the God King as well, if I were to hazard a guess. But, it's interesting, but we have it because we killed Riker, because fuck him.
My, you are a special one, aren't you? Well, that settles it then. I will join you, and I guarantee we will find use for each other in the future.
That's awesome.
By the by, a black little birdie told me you've a ship along the shore. That is where we'll go. Enjoy a bit of sun while we wait for you to conclude your business along Reaper's Coast.
I'll be honest, I never knew she'd joined you. That's hilariously awesome.
In the meantime, have a little token as a thank you for all that you've done for me so far.
Awesome. Wits, water resistance, air resistance, that's quite good. Although... arguable one way or the other. Druid Robe, Constitution, Poison Resistance, Necromancer, not that good. Knife, all that. So, either the Punisher purely for damage, purely for sell price, or... we would go with these, because they're potentially better pants. I did lose some... I think I'm going on this for the money, in honesty. Cool. Fantastic. Well, we've helped Almira. Also, it means this place is less depressing, because there isn't shit everywhere. So that's something. Also, auto-sort. Look at this! We're now actually... at least somewhat, not absolutely rooted. Don't need this helmet. Okay. So, laser ray. You can just straight learn this, Losa. It's a useless spell to have, mainly because it's one of the only spells that by itself can set fire clouds, which is insane. But I do want to go through... Alright, we're back.
I'm alright.
So, there's one more thing I want to do this episode.
Too much.
You're safe.
Which is to go to the cloister wood. I would have cut all that out. I spent a lot of time walking around and selling a bunch of shit. As you can see in my inventory here, a lot cleaner than we were. But we have a book that I believe, what's her name out here wanted. If I can remember where her little hut was. Over here? Over here, I think. Yeah, this seems right. Yeah, this lady here. She wanted a book about exploiting people, and I found a book for mass corpse explosion.
Do you have the book I seek?
So it probably works.
Found the little corpse-related book I seek yet?
Crack open your sack, you'll have a look.
Have a look. Mind you don't tear any pages now.
Yep, it's fine.
You know what I'm looking for. Come back to... Found the little corpse-related book I seek yet?
Interesting. I would have thought mass corpse explosion is what she wanted, but maybe she just wants regular corpse explosion. I'm gonna buy this back. Wonder what she'll be willing to give you for this
Money.
book.
Plenty of it. That's what the living care about, yes? Have a look. Mind you
So I guess
don't tear
mass
any
corpse
pages now.
explosion doesn't work, which is interesting. I would have thought it would.
You know what I'm looking for.
I guess she just wants corpse explosion. Which, I mean, to be fair, I might be able to make. I think it's Necro and Fire together. Do I have a fire book? I do. Spontaneous combustion, that'll work. And Raise Bone Widow, that'll work. So will Living on the Edge. Let's go Raise Bone Widow. I have so many fucking books in here, it's ridiculous. So I think if I combine this with... Where did the fire book go? Oh, right next to it. Perfect. Corpse explosion.
Do you have it? Do you have found the little corpse-related... Have a look. Mind you don't tear any pages now. My thanks for your help. Perhaps we will meet again in the Hall of Echo someday.
Ask if she plans to use the skill from the book you gave her on
I'm just
herself.
going to find a place to rest. A place where I can be how I am supposed to be.
I'm just gonna let her walk away a bit. I believe... Oh, she's gone now. I believe she blows herself up. I think that's literally what she does with it. She usually does it right in front of you, which is interesting. I guess... Maybe because I questioned her on it, she was feeling guilty about it? There's some blackroot here, I might as well grab some. I forgot to put my timer on this episode, so I'm not entirely sure how long we've been going for. There was one other thing I wanted to do in this episode, perhaps. Very berry and petal. There was a couple more things I wanted to do. There's a few more fights I want to do in this area. One of them is just over here. And there's another one. Wait, where am I? I will go on the whole way around. There's another one, like, kind of over here, but I think I'm going to do both of them next episode. Where am I? Here. So I want to go over here. So there's two fights I want to do here. One of them is a skeleton, another one is a terrifying wolf monster. I think I'm going to do both of them next episode, though. So, that's it for this episode. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time, where we're going to do some fights, and that's probably about it. After that, we've done pretty much everything except Blood Moon, so I think I can then go to Blood Moon Isle and complete all that shit. So that should be good. But first things first, we've got some beasties to kill. See you next episode, guys.